The German government has lobbied hard for the Mercosur deal. It wants to boost trade with the Latin American bloc, because in 2024 exports to it from the EU were worth more than $60 billion. In industry too, many see the deal as a good thing.
There will, of course, always be some frictions in some segments of the economy, but in the long term, it's going to be a win-win situation for both, even for the agrarian sector.
But not everyone agrees. One non-governmental organisation says the deal is outdated and bad for the environment.
Big industries will benefit while normal people on the ground will not. It will have more negative effects, on their daily lives, because we're looking at people losing their jobs, because we're people having more health problems because of the use of more pesticides or consuming more pesticides.
So there's a mixed view of the deal here in Germany, but how is it being perceived in the Mercosur countries themselves? My colleague Teresa Bo has been finding out in Argentina.
At this cheese factory outside the city of Buenos Aires, a local producer crafts cheeses in the style of well-known French brands, like Brie Camembert. Marcelo Lisiero says there are fears the market will be filled with European products.
In the 1990s, we struggled with the imports of imported cheese. We had just started, and then we saw all the products from Europe with better packaging. So it was difficult. But what also happened is that the new imports helped us improve our quality and open a market that would have been impossible without the challenges imposed from abroad.
More trade with the EU is seen as a positive move for most people in the region.
The agreement will give exporters in the Mercosur trade bloc access to preferential treatment to a market of more than 450 million people. But it will also force small companies like this one to adapt quickly to a far more competitive environment.
The agreement will boost agricultural exports and open the door for more European industry and investment. It will also force companies in Latin America to follow European Union environmental regulations. Argentina's President Javier Milei has been openly supporting the deal.
We celebrate the relaunch of our ties with the EU, convinced that an agreement between both blocs is a historic opportunity to consolidate a strategic association based on our complementary economies.
For Latin America, the deal will help adapt the region's export model, and many say it will also link environmental commitments to access to trade. Teresa Bo, Al Jazeera, Buenos Aires.
Don't miss out and get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.